Flat tires suck. They suck so freaking bad. And this product will help you unsuck your day. Right here, I have this dual piston air compressor from this company called LASFIT. At least I think that's how you say it, LASFIT. LASFIT's like, hey garage, we'd love to send you one of these air compressors. We've seen some of your GX470 videos. It's a good off-road type compressor, just a portable. And I was like, hey LASFIT, I didn't know I needed one of those. And they're like, yeah, you do. And I said, okay, I agree. Let's do it. Send it. And so they did. And then there it is. It's a lightweight little compressor. You can hear it all rattling inside. Don't worry, that's not a bad thing. It's rattling inside because we have a whole bunch of adapters under this little cover. We've got a needle valve. We have a Presta valve for you road bikers and mountain bikers. We also have a standard little nozzle fitting to air up beach balls or whatever you got. Now, I thought to myself when they sent this, I'm like, okay, does it do anything else besides just blow things up? I mean, with air. And it does. It's actually a power adapter too, or a power bank. So it's a very large capacity power bank. So if you need to charge up your cell phones or other things where you're out doing something that requires blowing up, again with air, then yes, this does all of those things. It also comes with, whoosh, right there, that was a sound effect. I'm too cheap to pay for the sound effects, but right there is a very nice carrying case with the extra hoses and things. So it is a nice package deal. I think you guys are going to like this, and if it doesn't burn up or anything else. So let's get to our testing, do all our standard stuff, and I'll let you guys know my final thoughts at the end if I think you would want one of these too. Let's check it out. I'll talk to you in a minute. So this is all that comes with this little compressor. You get the compressor itself, you get a user manual, you get a very nice quick connect fitting, you get your cigarette lighter adapter, a USB cable, a very nice case that holds everything, you get various fittings, and not one but two compressor hoses in case one gets damaged. Not going to bore you too much here, but I did a capacity test and this guy came out just shy of 7 amp hours at 31.82 watt hours, which is a little bit of a difference from the 44.4 watt hours this thing is rated for. So there's definitely a little bit of a discrepancy there, but that's still a tremendous amount of power. All right, so let's test the accuracy of the gauge on this. I'm always skeptical of digital readout or digital gauges because I've had some ones that are really off that are really dangerous. So I'm going to use a Jayco gauge that I have here that is very, very accurate. Let's see what we end up with here. And we have just a tick over 45 PSI. Now, let's see what this says. When you power it up, you got to press and hold. You're going to see a bar graph like a counter. So you have to press it for a period of time. There you go. On. All right, so we're going to hook this up. And let's try to do this. That's funny. .44. So we're about a PSI off from this analog gauge. I'm totally good with that. So now let's go ahead. We are going to flatten this tire completely. We're going to see how long it takes to air this up. As soon as it's flat, we'll start it up. We've got 0 PSI in this tire now. And it's really nice quick connect that comes with that. I really like it. Let's turn this guy on. We're going to set this up to the same where we were. 44 PSI, which was 45 on my Jayco gauge. And never used this before, so let's... Wow, pretty loud. We're going to let this thing run. All right, so it shut off on its own, exactly 44 PSI. This is quite hot, just as I expected. My other battery powered little pump does the same thing. The hose and the end piece gets really, really hot. So I went to take the end of the hose off, and this fitting is so hot that it would probably burn you if it didn't cool down a little bit, because I'm dropping the tire pressure all the way down again. Notice for this size tire, this is a 265 7017, which is just under a 32-inch tire. From 0 to 44, we took about half our battery. So I'm curious if this can go from 0 all the way up again. But before I do that, this does need to cool down quite a bit. That was a lot of runtime, and this thing is really, really, really hot. Like even the compressor itself, that will burn you. That will blister you, just putting your hand right on this little rubber ring. I mean, it is brutally hot. So let's let this air all the way down again, and we'll start her up in a minute. All right, so we ran out of battery. We didn't quite get to filling this thing up. So the next test I wanted to do, if the battery is completely dead, give me a cigarette lighter adapter. I'm wondering if this will power it, the cigarette lighter adapter, with the battery being dead. And that way, if you had an emergency situation where this was dead, because it takes a long time to charge on USB, you would be able to power it from this. Let's give that a test. That would be really smart if they did that. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. Looks like it does not charge from the cigarette lighter, but let's see if we got a power bypass. Looks like we do. I have completed all my testing. I had a lot of fun doing it, blowing up tires, playing with my GoPro, and doing all that kind of stuff. So I am very happy with this product, except for one little piece. You guys know I love to tear things apart. I was going to do my standard garage stuff, open it up, show you the guts, see what's repairable, what's not, see how it's built, and I can't do that, and it makes me mad because they chemically or somehow bonded the plastic chassis on this together, and it is virtually one piece at this point. I did find 3 screws you could take out, no others, and those screws were likely used to when the chemical was curing, it kind of sealed it together, and so that does make this a throwaway item, and I don't like that. But is it a solid product? Yes. If the battery ever craps out on this, can you plug it directly into a cigarette lighter and just use it as a cigarette lighter style air compressor? Yes, you can do that. Was the gauge and electronics on this accurate? Hell yeah, it was. It was right on the money for a little portable or a digital gauge. I was very happy with that because there's some very dangerous units out there, and this one is not dangerous. This one did very, very well, and that made me happy. My only other thought on this, and my final thought for you guys, is that I have like impervious hands. I think I don't know. I've got that zombie finger thing. I can't even feel my fingertips anymore. They've been burned so many times. But if I can touch this and I'm doing this stuff going, yeah, it's so hot it'll burn you, but I'm touching it still, right? And it makes you guys think, oh, I could touch it too. A lot of you people can't. Like if I had my daughter try to take off that little adapter, she probably would have blistered herself. Most people would get blistered. These little oilless air compressors get freaking hot. It's not just this unit, it's all of them, and somehow they figured out the science to make them last under those kind of temperatures. So just fair warning, when you do air up a tire for a long time, like if it's all the way flat and you bring it all the way up, this thing is going to be freaking hot, especially around the outlet port and on the hose, and the entire hose assembly itself is going to be very, very hot. Keep that in mind. But if you guys are in the market for a portable battery powered air compressor, give this little guy serious consideration. I didn't find anything wrong with it. It just works. That's it, guys. I appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, share it out if you see fit, and I will catch you later. Peace out.